Well, for the first time, Nebraska has to get the season back on track. An historic year continues here at Rutgers. Freshman Caden Powers steps back. He had a massive first half at UCLA, and he sticks a triple.
Catch and shoot, but getting involved early in the offense is good.
And Hoiberg, the lane opened wide, and he is hurt. Defensively over the time with Steve Peichel, that has been the calling card. That has been a struggle the last couple of seasons. Certainly this year as well. Ring Mast with the floater in the lane and an early fourth.
Take advantage of that opportunity, and that's exactly what Ring Mast did there by finding the soft spot.
He missed his first 8 shots last weekend. Powers.
In the first half, they stuck with UCLA a little bit, but overall, just a big part of them getting off to a good start. And that's a big part for Nebraska to getting off to a good start is Ring Mast.
Has it. And you talked about that in the pregame with Dave Redson. That Ring Mast the last 6 games, just 18% from 3.
Yeah, and it's really hurt the spacing for Nebraska there.
Huskers started the season 20-0. They are top 10 for a program record 5th straight week. And Darren Buchanan with an opportunity for 3.
You see a lot of isolation. Here you see Buchanan just understanding one-on-one.
It's checked in to Dylan Grant. First shot attempt for Francis, and he drills a 3. The instant bucket hits his first.
Bench, he averages 20 points.
Back to Hoiberg. Sanford's first attempt, and that rattles through. Huskers 5 for 6 to start, and then consistent vomiting. He's had some time to get some weight back, get his health back.
But the simplicity of the game, you work, you get to your spot, shot fake.
George with the block. Rutgers trying to push Buchanan into the front court. High off the glass to tie the game at 14. Along with Frager. They've gone to the bench here early in this ballgame. Mast thought there was help. He waited to see.
Be the happiest of shot fake. He didn't need the shot fake, though. That made me happy.
Buchanan didn't take one. He finished. And they'll go back to the line.
But weak side for Nebraska needs to be pulled over. You look at there's none there. There's a lack of communication.
Here this afternoon with Paul Sells, Brian Dorsey, and Earl Walton. Newton Gel. Cerno throwing it away again. 3 straight possessions. Sanford on the other end, and he finishes. The Scarlet Knights. 4 to shoot. Francis stepped inside the arc. It hit every part of the rim. After 3 minutes into this game with 2 fouls, Buchanan just kind of threw it at the rim.
Offensively here. Work through this dribble handoff action with Ring Mast. See if you can get him involved. Create the roll there, which creates a wide open look. That is a great, simple. We talked about the DHO. All that is, you look at the 2 losses, Michigan, Illinois. It's all little things, and I think that's the biggest thing. That's too easy defensively, though.
Takes the 3, and he hits.
Again, just understanding spacing.
Game run of scoring double figures, best of his career by far.
Well, over his last 6 games, he's averaged 12.5, shooting 61%, getting 5.5 rebounds. Like, he's such a big part of what they're doing. 8 points. He's been the offense for him.
Ring Mast inside. A storyline they will be wherever they go in the NCAA tournament. Ring Mast.
Easy baskets for this Rutgers team to kind of get them going.
Lawrence, the New Jersey native, sticks his second 3.
And I just said this at the break to you.
It was a 4-point game for the better part of the half. Is now that 13-point.
15 seconds here and get us another stop.
The other part for Nebraska here is Sanford goes to work down low. Huskers gonna hold for the final shot. It's Mast along the baseline, floats it in. A solid first half, a hoist before the end of the half.
But Ring is doing a good job of just spacing. There's the screen.
In the area. Nothing happened in terms of collision or anything like that. He went back to the locker room, didn't come back late in the first half. Sanford right away. Now up to 79 threes on the year. 6th most Nebraska history in a single season. Powers with an answer. Good help there from Obole. He left Hoiberg alone at the top of the arc. He buries a 3. Double figures for a 7th straight game.
You know, 3-point percentage, and there's 2 wide open looks for Nebraska.
Zerno off the quick pass. Those are his first points. So here's the thing. In the second half, that was a struggle last week. Bauer's got Buchengel on his heels and hit with a back injury. Buchanan. Huskers led by 14 at the break. They're up by 16, and Hoiberg makes it 19. His third triple of the game.
Guard spot. He does everything for this team without ever needing the ball.
Yep. Great ball movements. Arun Cerno knocks in a three.
Know everything that he does, he's going to make the right play. He's going to make the right play for the team. I would have really loved to see a healthy squad against Michigan and against Illinois, because I think the results are a little bit different in what they're able to do, and the conversation's a little bit different. But there's a great three by Cerno. But in general, extremely deep run in the NCAA tournament.
Stanford turned the corner and a beautiful find, and Buchengel with the finish.
Just the way they share the ball, like it's just fun.
The basketball, and he's got other aspects too.
Well, and it's just the like understanding.
That's been a different story. They have been a much better defensive team this season. Now for the first time today, they lead by 20.
Careful, because you can't just pick out a guy and say, we need to stop this guy.
High floater, Dylan Grant's bucket. He has grown from 14 to 18.
I think that's been the toughest thing with Rutgers is defensively, can you get enough stop? There's great drive there.
Mass had 13 points in the first half. He has only scored 2 here in the second half. Oh, he floated that in.
But that's why it's so important for this Nebraska by Rick Mass. Score the 2 points, stop the runs.
Grant stopped at the free throw line, hit it, and he was fouled.
You don't need to foul. Like the closeout there, you're already late. You got to go straight up, straight down.
This time they got the bigger body of Obole, and it didn't matter.
Rick Mass, who can slow down the game and still score, is huge.
Buchanan on the answer on the drive. Darren Buchanan working on Obole over the right shoulder. And that rolled in. Sanford trailing the play. Well, that felt like that would have been a big three if it went down. Instead, it's Davis stepping through. That has been the stop plug. It's been Rick Mass. Instead, it's Obole, who can't stay with the freshman. With Tariq Francis back on the floor.
Only 10 points on the afternoon here, too.
All of those in the first half, but they found the freshman in the paint.
First half, and again, started the game. When he started, he averages 11.5. When he comes off the paint, or off the bench, it's 20.
Season 2, he started the first 10 games of the year. He's come off the bench the last 13. Tariq Francis did get the start today. Frager, no. Mass tipped it home. 23 points.
This game setting the tone and saying we're going to play through the post a little bit more than we have.
Francis showed the aggression.
Since I'm not an athlete, maybe that's the difference. There's another great pass by Nebraska.
And Hoiberg's ability to just stop on a dime. Sanford, I mean,
I'll go on a limb.
You're not putting any more pressure on them than they will already have.
Absolutely.
He had not scored since the opener of the season, and they were ready for that. Francis has 16 now, 6 of 15 from.
Close my last thought on that. I think this group is mature enough to handle that.
Alaro the steal, he floats it in. And in the process, Nebraska has just won its 6th conference road game of the season. For the first time in school history, the Huskers win 6 conference games away from home in the same year.